So I'm going to share my story about Venus. It'll be cut short. I won't go into all of the details. I'll just give you what I think you need to know. Venus is my daughter. She didn't have a job. Her husband had a part-time job as a barber, so they didn't have any healthcare insurance, any coverage. And so she complained about a little knot in her breast. And so she started going to the emergency room here in Montgomery when I was living in Montgomery. I live in Selma, Alabama now. So she went in and, they said, maybe your skin is allergic to something or, something like this. Gave her some little, don't worry about it. Here's some pills, take these. And so she did, and she left. And that was the start of a revolving door for her because it didn't go away. And she kept going back to the emergency room saying, it's getting bigger and it's starting to hurt and it's bothering me. So, and they kept sending her back out with more pills and until one night she went and when the doctor walked into the room, he was like, "What's that smell?" And my daughter Venus was like, "It's my breast. It's literally rotting off." So that's when they started to help Venus. She was sent to the cancer center in Montgomery. She had radical mastectomy, radiation, and chemo. And then she went into remission for a little while, for about 6 months. And then when she went back for her checkup, the cancer had just spread everywhere. She had spots on her liver, on her bones, everything. And she just got worse and worse. And because she didn't have any healthcare insurance, any Medicaid coverage, anything, everything she asked needed, even though it was in the 4th stage and had all these surgeries and was certified cancer, suffering from this cancer, breast cancer, and now other things. She had to wait weeks and almost a month or more for medication and equipment to be able to help her. So so she was waiting. She waited for like over 6 weeks for because the cancer had started in her lungs and stuff. She couldn't breathe really, and my husband used to have to tow her around the house and to the bathroom. And it was really hard on my husband because he couldn't do nothing to help our baby. She was just wasting away in front of us, and she needed the oxygen tanks, and it took them almost way over a month and a half to get them to her, and we had to be with her while she was barely able to breathe and panting and so on and so forth. And then she started getting these serious headaches, and she came over to the house one Friday and she said, "Mama, my head is hurting me so bad I can hardly see." And so we rushed her to the cancer center, and the cancer center rushed her to the emergency over to Jackson Hospital. And she was, at that time, she was waiting to be certified to have a CAT scan for her brain, for these headaches. And she'd been waiting. And when she got there, and we talked for a little while, and she lapsed into a coma. Then she got the CAT scan. And the CAT scan showed that she had 2 tumors on her brain. One had ruptured and she was now brain dead. So she was on the breathing tank and everything, and we prayed about it that Friday night and went back and had agreed that if she couldn't breathe on her own, we was going to let her go. And we had a few words with her, and then we unplugged the breathing machine, and she was gone. I really don't wish anything like this on anybody. I don't have an enemy in my life that I would ever wish anything like this on. I do wish that people would be more informed and understand what all this really is. It's not just about my business, but all the other things that are covered and all the other issues that we have that are covered in this Medicaid expansion, and all of the things that you will be not, that you, these little crumbs that you do have now, that you're like, okay, you won't even have those crumbs, especially Black women. I've told Venus stories many times. I've never shared that Venus is here with me all the time. She was cremated. So this is my inspiration of always looking at this in our curio when I'm in the house. And I'm just moved to say that this is too important not to do. It's about lives, humans, not color, not race, not who you're in love with, not your religious beliefs. And it's about human beings, born of a woman. If you fit in that category, it's about you. And I just don't want, I'm not gonna go in any deep, I'm not gonna take up any more time. I wanna just close with this because I'm listening, I'm watching. Ms. Abrams just blew my mind, encouraged me, gave me a little more fuel, reminding us of what that, this fight is to the death. We just had a hero laid to rest, showing us that it's to the death. This fight is to the death. You don't retire from it. You do it until you can't or it's done. Dr. Terry Saki, am I saying his name right? Spoke about his having adequate Medicaid spend. So he's living proof of the life-saving benefits of having access to adequate medication. Medicaid coverage, I'm sorry. My Venus is also proof. Venus is proof of what happens when you don't have Medicaid spending. Thanks.